thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. So today on the show, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I was a little bit critical of Shane Steichen and some of the clock management at the end of the first half. Today, we're going to go over some of what Shane Steichen did during this game to help the Colts really convert on third down and why they were so successful and they were able to put a lot of points on the board. We're going to dive into all of that on this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. But first, subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Aaron. I am your residential anchor. This is the fan's perspective of all things Colts football and Indiana Hoosiers. On this channel, I will be talking about and breaking down. I have a giveaway. If you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below and subscribe. I will be giving away a Colts jersey or tickets on this channel. If you're just not a jersey person, I will give you some tickets, but I will give you any Colts jersey when I reach 200 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and be ready to be entered to win that jersey or the Colts tickets, whatever you prefer. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. Let's thank our sponsor, Reynolds Wrap. Reynolds Wrap is fine American-made aluminum foil. Everybody has this stuff. If you don't have this stuff, go out and get some of this stuff because Reynolds Wrap has been saving people time in the kitchen for 75 years. Their everyday foil is easier to find in the aisle with the new easy open and close box that makes it stay a lot more cleaner in the package. More cleaner or clean? A lot more clean in the package. Thank you to Reynolds Wrap for sponsoring this video. Save time and cleanup in the kitchen during all Colts games and get back to the game after halftime by using Reynolds Wrap on all of your game day food items. Thank you to Reynolds Wrap for sponsoring this video. All right, so let's get into talking about the Colts a little bit. The Shane Steichen had really a great day coaching, and part of what I'm going to read in this episode today, part of what I'm saying came from an article on SI.com. Zach Hicks, if you know who he is the second guy on Locked On Colts, but he also writes articles for SI.com. And I rewatched the game yesterday, and I was watching the offensive line, and I was watching, just taking notes and everything like that. And the Colts, the Browns coming into this game were the best team in the NFL on third down conversion rate for their defense. So they had been holding people to the lowest percentage of any team in the NFL converting on third downs. What's most amazing in this Colts game is that the Colts converted 7 of 15 so 46% of their third downs they converted, but also 5 of those were over third and sevens. So they were like third and longs, and they converted those 5 different times in the game. What did Shane Steichen do to prepare his team to really get these third down conversions? And it was a stroke of genius by Shane Steichen. Really, he put guys in motion. There were several opportunities where he gave Gardner Minshew just a better playbook at knowing what kind of defense they were running. When the Colts came out in empty sets with Jonathan Taylor lined up as a wide receiver, they flanked him from wide receiver back into the backfield, indicating to Minshew whether it was man or zone coverage. Now, Cleveland, one of the other reasons why they went into motion so much is because Cleveland loves to play tight man-to-man bump coverage on third down and short or third down and long. So what Steichen did many of the times was run downs in motion or run somebody in motion so one player was coming off the line without press coverage getting right up in their face. That resulted in the Colts getting a lot of first downs, 7 of 15, 46% they converted on third down in this game against the best team at stopping teams on third down. So bravo to Shane Steichen. Really great job calling the plays in this game. The Colts, I I think now that we know that Gardner Minshew is our quarterback going forward, after we got beaten badly by the Jacksonville Jaguars, it was good to see Steichen come with Gardner Minshew as the quarterback and make some adjustments that really gave him some extra time and some extra ways that they could move the ball and be moving the ball down the field. It's really just for him being the head coach of the Colts, it's really, really great steps in the right direction of what he's doing with Gardner Minshew right now. And let's face it, the Colts, they should have won that game. We got screwed over by the refs. One thing I do want to point out, when you don't have those really, really like the all-star players in the league, like Mahomes or Josh Allen or Burrow or Trevor Lawrence, we're not going to get all the calls. When we had Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, we got all the calls. And now that we don't, there's almost like, it feels like there is this brotherhood almost between the referees and the really good players, because the really good players, whether you're a corner or a safety, a lot of times those really like all pro players, they get the benefit of the doubt on top of already being really good. And guys like the backups and things that we have playing, we don't get the benefit of the doubt. And worse players will have more of a propensity, they'll be more likely to grab and hold, corners and things like that. But it's just something to keep in mind. Like how many roughing calls we got when Peyton Manning was our quarterback, and other teams, complained about that a lot. We got a lot of good calls when we were a better team. So that's just something to keep in mind in the perspective of football and the Colts and just overall, because yes, Mahomes will get all the calls, and the game is not rigged. It's just that those players are in those high level positions a lot more, and it seems like the refs just give them the benefit of the doubt. And as our team improves and as Anthony Richardson improves and everything like that, we will get more and more of those calls going forward, Colts fans. So don't be worried about that, because it will happen. But this video, Shane Steichen, he really did a great job on third down in this game. And just overall, he called a really great game on the offense. I was critical of him yesterday, the clock management at the end of the first half. But he is a first-time coach, and he's been doing a great job so far. So I applaud him, Shane Steichen, for everything he did. I thought something I saw yesterday that was really hilarious was Pat McAfee said the Colts got bamboozled by the referees. I don't know if I've ever heard that term used in that kind of way, but it was absolutely hilarious. But thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. Just kind of a short video today. I wanted to highlight how, Steichen really made some great adjustments, and the Colts going forward. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the Saints. They play this weekend. They got Saints, Patriots, Panthers, and they should be able to win those games. And more, we should be talking about how the Colts, they should win those games and be 7-4. Yeah, 7-4. If they could win these next 3 games, it would be huge for the Colts. But the Colts, they're just going to have to keep playing. We're going to have to keep seeing what's happening. I know it's not ideal, and it's not really what we want to see. I've seen many comments, too, about Jelani Woods. Apparently, he is on IR with a hamstring. Kent Sterling says that he is walking around the team and everything like that. But hopefully, he can get back out there. I mean, he's just a guy that we drafted and we've just seen none of whatsoever. And he's a 6'7" tight end. And I would love to see him get out there. He's just another weapon that it would definitely help his size and everything to help Gardner Minshew with some of these over the middle throws. But thank you so much for watching this episode of Indiana Sports Connection. I enjoy reading your comments down below. So leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Colts. And until next time, stay classy out there, Colts fans.